Welcome out to another episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour. Before we begin, we got a few things to talk about. First, please support our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/IABD. You can get exclusive bonus features, behind the scenes stuff, extra videos, all kinds of neat things for just a few dollars a month. It really helps us out. It keeps us making great programming for you, and you get a chance to see some things that the public doesn't get to see. Along those lines, I want to thank IABD Presents, our parent network, which is who we're asking to support on Patreon. IABDpresents.com has lots of great content, podcasts, written work, video series, all kinds of stuff. One of the programs on It's All Been Done Presents is It's All Been Trekked Before, a Star Trek rewatch podcast. Since you're listening to this episode of the podcast, Universe Journey, I assume you may at least be familiar with Star Trek. They're kind of in the same genre, sort of, except ours is more comedy. But if you want to get back to the original 1960s Star Trek, William Shatner and crew, go to subscribe to It's All Been Trekked Before from IABDpresents.com or on iTunes or other podcasting services. And eventually we'll get to the more modern series, but we're starting back in the 60s, and we're on hiatus right now, but season 2 begins in mid-October. Also, I'd like to thank MadLab Theater, our home site here in Columbus, Ohio, and I'd like to thank Circle 270 Media, which this show is a part of. Now enjoy It's All Been Done Radio Hour Universe Journey, Sneaking Around.
This is Universe Journey. It's 2426. Humanity has left our planet for the first time, seeking out new races and places. The intrepid crew of the starship A.S.S Thrifty boldly go where few people have gone before. First, there's Captain Richard T. Kahkay, the bold commander of the crew.
I am in charge.
Next to him, the first officer, Admiral Jamieson.
Temporary first officer.
Thank God.
Next, Lieutenant Commander Tokaladie, head of communications.
Thank you. I would just like to
say that... Tokaladie, you may be moving up in the world and getting all kinds of awards, but you'll never be so important that I can't cut you off. Next is Lieutenant Commander Meow Meow, the science officer.
The not evil science officer.
Well, maybe not evil, though. You would be a lot more convincing if you quit bringing it up. Chief Engineer Foley is here.
Everything's fine.
And last but not least, the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Grappa.
Hi.
Wow, we did that in record time, guys. Start the theme song. I said start it.
Space, I am in you.
We travel far beyond the stars, from Pluto all the way to Mars and beyond, for we go much, much, much further. With lots of enthusiastic fervor, our mission is never ending. Like Facebook, we'll be ever friending. Join us every month on our journey. Though you may want an attorney, for we won't be held liable for your claims. And if you ask us again, we'll say the same.
Tonight's episode, Sneaking Around. We begin on the planet of Disputia 3 at the edge of A.S.S territory. At a table in a makeshift tent bar sits a figure in a hoodie, hunched in the shadows, nursing a brown beverage. Suddenly, a cloaked man enters, acting like what an idiot thinks a spy would act like, darting left and right, trying to make sure no one sees him, even though every movement is calling attention to himself. This second person goes right to the shadowy corner where the first man hunches even deeper into his chair, if that's possible.
Hello, Captain Kahkay.
Come on, use the secret code.
Must I? It is obvious that you are you and I am me.
We have to be sure it isn't a clever ruse.
Fine. A man walks into a bar.
And says, I'll have 2 shots of bovine liquid, please. Extra disgusting.
The bartender replies, "It is bovine liquid. It is already disgusting." That's an awful secret code, Kahkay.
Oh, come on, Yeez. I like that joke. It tickles my funny bone.
Well, regardless, I am pleased to see that you made it here safely, friend.
No kidding. Boy, is this place seedy.
Yes, well, since our peoples are now at war, we cannot meet in any place that would be considered reputable.
The drums of war are beginning to play.
Pardon me?
Oh, nothing. Just a Clint Marley quote. Speaking of war, here are the most recent meeting notes I was able to hack from the A.S.S Command.
You were able to hack the A.S.S Command?
I might have had some help from senior staff. Anyway, as you can see, we are not planning on any preemptive strikes, only defensive maneuvers.
I wish I could say the same for the commands. Here's a list of colonies and outposts that are being targeted. See that the civilians are safely evacuated.
Have you given any more thought to defecting?
Alas, Captain, I cannot. I have my duties to attend to.
Of course. Look, Yeez, I'm not a total idiot. I know what you're risking by meeting with me and giving me these documents.
You would do the same if your people were the aggressors.
Of course I would. To protect innocent lives. Gotta protect those innocent lives.
Indeed. This war is not just. The more suffering and loss of life we can prevent, the better.
I understand, but you're putting yourself in a lot of danger. Like, a lot of danger. Like a lot. Okay, but so much danger. I can get you out of here.
Then who would supply you with this information?
You make a valid point.
I'm being rotated off of frontline patrol. I may not be able to meet with you again for some time.
I understand. I'm lucky the A.S.S just lets me go wherever I want. Well, lets is such a strong word, so I've been told recently by certain members of my crew, Jamieson, mule out. Anyway, just get me a message the usual way and we can meet again.
I will, Captain Kahkay. Farewell.
Bye to you too, Captain Yeez, and be safe.
Kahkay heads back outside the tent, Yeez staying behind to finish his chocolate liquor. As soon as Kahkay clears the flap, he runs into someone unexpected.
Lieutenant Commander Tokaladie, what are you doing here?
Shh! Don't you know what clandestine means?
No, what's clandestine? Is it something that rhymes with my testes? I rhymed there.
Never mind, just be quiet.
Fine! What are you doing here?
Admiral Jamieson is ready to be picked up. We need to leave.
Well, then why didn't you call me?
You didn't bring your phone.
Right, I was trying to be sneaky.
And failing.
All right. Let's head up to the outskirts of town to beam her up.
The two hurry as fast as they can without drawing attention to themselves, but just as they reach the edge of the temporary settlement, the ground gives way beneath them. Meanwhile, back on the Thrifty.
Admiral Jamieson is calling again, sir.
Put him on the big screen, Chief Foley.
I'm done with my haircut. Why aren't you in orbit?
We
had to step away from a moment, Admiral Jamieson.
yes, because of,
Get gas. All right. Is the fuel station close by?
actually, Admiral Jamieson, it was
very close, Admiral. Just one system over.
Excellent. I'll be waiting outside.
You might not want to do that, Admiral.
Why not, Foley?
well, you see, Admiral Jamieson, it is just that, well,
Gas line broken. What?
Yes, Admiral. Well, we're having a wee bit of trouble with the hose of the fuel line. It might just take us a wee bit longer, but we're out of beamer range at the moment.
I inspected that hose myself this morning. It looked fine.
Yes, well...
Far be it from me to question your judgment, Admiral. But you aren't an experienced engineer. Perhaps you missed something.
It's a simple hose. What could I have missed?
I broke it.
You, Lieutenant Ray? Mm-hmm. What was the head of security doing down by the fuel hose?
Well, see, Admiral, I was just trying
Yes, Lieutenant Ray was.
Looking for security concerns.
What security concerns were by the fuel hose?
Terrorists.
Yes.
There were no terrorists on the Thrifty.
Correct. If there were, Lieutenant Ray would catch them.
Well, thank you, Who. Totally my bad, Admiral. I accidentally stepped on the hose and put a kink in the line. Clumsy me.
Aye, lad. Stay out of me engine room.
Wait a second. That fuel line is big enough for a man to crawl through. How can Lieutenant Ray step on it and put a kink in it?
Just really big.
Well, Admiral Jamieson, there's a simple explanation for...
We're going behind the moon. We're losing signal. See you soon at...
There's no moon. Why did you cut him off, Chief Foley? That is insubordination.
Seriously, Meow Meow? You can't bluff to save your life. Another moment of that, and you'd blown the whole thing.
Well, I am sorry, but I'm not comfortable lying to a superior. Regulation 192.36a, sub-paragraph C, states that all ASS members must tell the truth when questioned by an officer of higher rank.
Strange. Waited for Rule 192 to state that.
192.36a, sub-paragraph C.
Same difference. Besides, good reason to lie.
That is a matter of opinion, Doctor Who.
No, we all helped Kahkay get A.S.S information. We are all liable.
Oh, I only assisted because Captain Kahkay is my friend.
And you can't lie for a friend.
I prefer not to lie at all.
Well, at least we got Jamieson off our backs.
Aye, no thanks to you, Mr. I stepped on a man-sized hose.
Well, how was I supposed to know how big the hose was?
This is a Starship, not a Volkswagen.
Sorry.
Perhaps we all could have done better.
Speak for self. Who was quick thinking?
Aye, you were, Doctor Who. I appreciated it.
Foley, most welcome.
So, should we go down to the planet and find the captain?
No, I think not.
Why not?
Well, this planet is in dispute between the ASS and the Commons. It's bad enough there are 2 ASS officers down on the surface. We cannot risk any more.
Tokaladie isn't answering her phone, sir. Maybe something's wrong.
I volunteer to go down and retrieve them, sir.
Who go to? Not like Tokaladie not answer. They might be hurt.
Exactly.
Thank you for volunteering, Doctor Who, Lieutenant Ray, but I am not willing to send any more officers down at this time.
Have a heart, Meow. That's the captain and Tokaladie down there.
Yes, but knowing the 2 of them as I do, they probably stumbled into a mess that Captain Kahkay will be able to figure his way out of, or luck his way out of, in short order.
How do you know?
I do not know for certain, Who. It's just an educated guess.
And you want us to trust your guess?
No, my guess is not usually correct.
Usually isn't always.
Fine. We shall wait here 3 Earth hours, and if we still have not heard from them, then will we begin searching. It's likely they will have returned by then anyway.
At the bottom of the crevice that Captain Kahkay and Lieutenant Commander Tokaladie fell into...
I am sore from falling into this crevasse.
Crevice.
What?
Never mind. Damn it!
Oh, what's the matter now?
I fell on my phone. It's crushed.
Really? You crushed your phone?
Excuse me?
Those things are pretty durable, Tokaladie, and you're pretty tiny. Never mind. So how do we get out of here?
This hole is pretty deep. I guess we just sit and wait for Meow Meow to come rescue us.
Maytag? He's not coming to rescue us because he's evil.
That's not his name.
What's not his name? Maytag? Ooh, Millo then.
No.
Mighty Muse.
Okay, no.
Mewbucka.
That's not even
Mulan Rouge.
Okay, you're so
Mutane Clan,
funny. You can
Muhaha,
say names that start with
Mulan,
an M.
Maleficent.
No. Okay, it's Meow Meow.
Oh. Sure. Okay, that's what I said.
No, it isn't. Why don't you ever give him any respect?
Me? What did I do?
Why do you hate him so much?
Well, because he's evil. Look, I get it. You got a crush on the scaly lizard guy.
Okay, I do not. I am over him.
Are you? Are you really? Because I have eyes, Lieutenant Commander, and you sure don't act like it.
This is not about me. This is about your hatred for Meow Meow, not Mewbacca, Maleficent, Mickey Mouse, Magdalena, or all those stupid names you give him. He's your science officer, and he has feelings. He looks up to you, and he just wants to be your friend, and all you do is treat him horribly.
Magdalena? I don't think I've used that one before. I'll have to remember it. Okay, look, I know it's not Mewtwo's fault that he's evil. It's in his blood, but he's still evil anyway, and so that's why we can never be friends.
Okay, you are specious and you're rude.
Well, look, I calls them like I sees them.
Well, I call them like I see them too, and you're an imbecile.
All that passion. How very... interesting.
Excuse me.
Passion is... sexy.
What? No, do not try to kiss me. My God, get away from me.
Get away! Don't you feel the sexual tension between us?
Oh, I feel something all right, but it isn't sexual.
That's not the signal you were sending.
I was not sending any signal. Besides, I thought you were interested in who?
Who? Oh, yes, that sexy doctor. But I have room for one more on my dance card. More than one.
You know, I am disappointed in you, Captain.
Well, me? Why?
Well, it really seemed like you were turning a corner, becoming a better man. You were slightly less sexist, and you weren't hitting on every woman in sight. I guess that some people just can't change.
That's not true. I have changed. I am changing.
Okay, prove it.
How?
Stop hitting on me.
I don't know if I can. I mean, it's kind of a reflex at this point. Okay, all right.
And cut Meow Meow some slack.
Well, I can be nicer and turn down my flirting, but being friendly towards Meeple is a step too far.
Please.
I'll consider it.
Kahkay, is that you down there? And Lieutenant Tokaladie?
Lieutenant Commander now, Captain Yeez.
Oh, congratulations. Do you need assistance?
No, we're fine. No, we're fine.
Are you sure? This is a very deep crevice.
It's actually pronounced crevasse.
What?
Yes, please, Captain Yeez. Can you call the Thrifty to beam us out?
Yes, there's a public communications tent I can use.
Thank you.
Captain's diary. Being in Tokaladie's hole, Captain's diary, strike that. Being in the hole with Lieutenant Commander Tokaladie was good for me. True, I should probably give her a, demerit for being too rude to the captain, but I need a little reminder every now and then to stay on the right track towards being a better man, but also a better captain. She's good for that. Mostly.
So, this is the tale of our noble crew. They're here for a long, long time, with phones and lights and hover cars, really all the luxuries. Unlike Robinson Crusoe, it's not primitive at all. Join us here next time, my friends, when the crew meets the godlike Z on another universe journey.
It's all been done. Radio Hour number 91, Universe Journey number 20, Sneaking Around. Starred Nick Arganbright as Captain Kahkay, Katie Boissoneault as Lieutenant Commander Tokaladie, Shane Stefanchik as Lieutenant Commander Meow Meow, Seamus Talty as Chief Engineer Foley, Chase McCants as Grappa, Keith Jackson as Admiral Jamieson, Dan Condo as Captain Yeez, and Nathan Haley as Lieutenant Ray. As always, the show is narrated by Chris Allen, sound effects provided by Seamus Talty. Our director this month was Chase McCants. And this episode was written by Jerome, Wetzel, and Nick Arganbright. Please follow us on social media at IABDpresents.com. Did you know there's also a Universe Journey novel out? It's available on Amazon. It's called Love's Lust Lost. Backstory between Captain Kahkay and the woman that got away, as well as getting insight into the mindset of the characters as they began their journey. Lots of new material there to really get to know the Universe Journey people even better. Again, please check out our website. It's allbeendone.radiohour.com. And most importantly, more important than any of these other things I've just mentioned, please have a wonderful week. And Keith, if you want to read Chris's part on that as well.
This is Universe Journey. It's 2426. Humanity has left our planet for the first time, seeking out new races and places. The intrepid crew of the starship A.S.S Thrifty boldly go where a few people have gone before. First, there's Captain Richard T. Kahkay, the bold commander of the crew.
I am in charge.
Next to him, the first officer, Admiral Jamieson, temporary first officer.
Thank God.
Oh, next, Lieutenant Commander Tokaladie, head of communications. Chief Engineer Foley is here.
No, he's not. Goofy noises.
Yes. And still in the bathroom. And last but not